If you guys didn't do so, go back and take notes on that last video because you really want that raw trick. And if you come up with a better route to getting your photo back and forth from raw, share it with me. This zero file, by the way, you just close it, you don't save it, you're going to be replacing it soon with another one, and it's just a place to stash a layer that you want to take through raw and then bring back to Photoshop. Quite often I'll do this 3 or more times, take an image back through raw if I'm doing something unusual. All right, so the second half of this is, okay, you have an experiment, it went awry. What can you do with your image other than save it and close it and hope something occurs to you later in time? Well, for me, I looked at all this texture and said, this might make a cool brush. And we've been talking about brushes, so why not? So threshold right here turns your image black and white. I want just blacks and whites here for my brush. And then you can drag this for less detail. You can actually make several brushes. You could make, something like this, which is, that's actually pretty cool. That's a nice grunge brush. Give you a nice texture. So I didn't try that originally. I stuck with something like this, which is much more of a texture brush. I like that grunge. I'm going to go back and save that, but we're reproducing what we did. So see, my failed experiment just led to another useful brush coming out of this. How cool. And we'll go ahead and just close that. And we can't copy a threshold layer or turn that into a brush. So make an everything layer. You remember that. Shift Option Command E. And now edit, define brush preset. And I've already got this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit cancel. You guys go ahead and accept it, and then open the other image. Command O, excuse me, and my other image is right here of the leaf. We'll go ahead and open that guy. Make another layer, and let's use our brush. Snag the brush, grab it from your list. It'll be the last one on there. And you can see it's not big enough. Well, here's where upsampling, because this brush is, just black and white, it's no big deal to make this large enough to cover our entire image. And then you have your choice of textures, what to pick. And, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and I've got green here. Let's undo, change the default colors, hit the letter D, and click. Now, changing the blending mode on this. I ended up, remember, you know how to cycle through these, right? Shift plus. Where'd I end up? Color dodge? No. I don't know. I should probably just run through this, so sorry about that. Videos in the middle of the night. Yes. Come on. Don't you love watching a guy just fumble about? I don't know. You pick something that works, lower the opacity way down, and there you've got Command 1. You've got these interesting textures on this image. If you go back to that image, you see that I did a vignette. You know how to do a vignette. You've seen that multiple times. And then the devitali trick, and here's where you can click on the name. Remember I showed you before that with Find Edges, but Find Edges has no settings, and that's why it did not lead to the ability to change. So I can go ahead and change this to something. Oh my goodness, we don't want to do that. We'll leave it back about where it was. Click OK. And here you can change the blending mode. and the opacity. So you've got a lot of control by using this smart object. So what the heck is the Diva Dali trick? Well, I'll come back and I'll show you that, because this is worth learning, because it really gives your images an interesting feel. And Jim DiVitale is a professional who teaches all over the place and really cool guy. And this is his super secret trick that he shares with the world all the time. What a good guy.